Moyo tribe, how do we stop the chaos that happens in our life from stopping us? How do we keep going? How do we continue through to reach our greatest potential? I told you step one, run together. There are people in your life that have been through what you're going through. Use them to run with, to pace you through those stages, those trials in life. Step two, run light. Hebrews 12:1 says, let us set aside all that hinders us and the sin that so easily entangles us. It gives me the image of being out for a run and wearing too much heavy stuff. It's like if I'm going out for a run and I had on a rucksack that was like 50 pounds and I had on big heavy boots and I was wearing big heavy pants with the pockets full. And that's not effective for me to go for a long endurance run. If I'm gonna run well, I gotta shed the stuff that hinders me. I gotta get rid of that rucksack that I'm carrying. I gotta get rid of those big heavy pants, put on running shorts, get those big boots off, put on light running shoes. And that's like in life. So many times we just keep stuff around that hinders us. It's not always something bad. We're not always talking about things that are bad, but that's things that slow us down. I mean, sometimes things that are actually good in certain circumstances, they tend to slow us down overall. Maybe things like your electronics, your computer, people in your life that distract you from the mission that you're on. They're not bad altogether, but they may be something that distracts you from the mission that you're on, from achieving your greatest potential. And if it's hindering you in that position, then you need to get rid of it. You need to put that aside and run without that hindrance. That same 12:1 scripture also says, and the sin that so easily entangles us. See, it modifies, talks about two different things. One thing that's just a hindrance that may not be bad, but then it designates another thing that is bad, that specifically separates you in your relationship with Christ. But if we're gonna run this race of life and get through the trial and get through the chaos, we've got to get rid of those things that are slowing us down. We got to get rid of the hindrances that are taking our attention away, that are removing our focus. We've got to get rid of the sin that pulls us away from our mission, that separates us from God. It's a metaphor in running to shed the weight, but in life, it's very real to shed the things that slow us down, that take us away from what our plan is. There are so many distractions in our world today that are hindrances to us, but we just tolerate them. If we're really gonna live our greatest potential, you've got to identify those things that are hindrances and remove them. Or else you're just gonna continue to run weighted down, slowed down, and you'll never reach your potential. You wanna beat the chaos? You wanna get through the chaos and the trial? Run together and run light. You have the opportunity every day to make that decision. What is hindering me? What is taking me off of my mission? And you have the decision if you're going to continue to allow it to pull you away from your mission, or if you're gonna throw aside those hindrances and move fast. It's your choice. It's your opportunity. Make the most of every opportunity. Moyo, everywhere we go.